Hello time traders, good morning. So in today's YouTube video, I'll show you if or we can both test whether the market is truly algorithmic. Okay. Algorithmic means that there has to be some rules that the price has to follow. It cannot be random. Now once you understand that the markets are not random, then you know there is some logic that if you learn and master it, then you can play the market like a toy, right? So what are we going to learn? So our basic foundation is going to be Hopiplaka's algo paths, so which you already know by now. Okay, so I'm going to replace this with CE times. Now I made a video on the importance of CE. CE is the real support and resistance. Now if I include both GB and CE, then it will be confusing for you. Like you try to enter at GB time and then it'll stop you out. So that's not an high probability setup, right? So we want to enter at CE. If the algorithm is stopping at CE times, that's where we want to get in. Okay. So instead of 11, it becomes 14. Here it becomes 44, 7, 23, 35. Now, why did I make it 35? Because 71 is pretty rare. You don't get it every hour. So let's substitute that with its discounted GB level. Similarly here 7, then 65, 23, 14, 50 and 56. So here you have two CE times because 47 and 53 are the mitigation GB times. And then you have 35. Okay. So now we are all adults, so we know how to read a clock, right? So clock is always moving forward. So there is no concept of negative time. Okay. So if you find a reference point out of this, now let me remove this so that it does not confuse you, and let me increase this font a bit as well so that people who are saying they're not able to see it clearly, they can see it. So since clock is always moving forward and we are looking at a minute scale, right? So it should always be whatever CE time. The CE time should be looked at minute scale. Now some of the times like 65 does not appear on minute axis because minute is only until 59. For this you can use an exception and you can use addition. Okay, so either you will see CE times under minutes or you will do minute minus hours to arrive at a CE time. Okay, these are the only two possible options. Now how do I ask my members to memorize this is, so you pick any reference, okay, from both the algos. You don't have to worry about which algo we are in, all that. We are trading two paths at a time using clock. And this is very important. Now if I say 23, okay, so 23 can go to 14. Now time is always moving forward, right? So 23, if you are at the 23rd minute, will it go to 14? No, because that means the time is going backward, right? It's not possible at all. And we have 23 here. Will 23 go to 35? Yes, because it's a clock is moving forward and this is the first stop or the first check the algo does to see whether it can give a reaction there. Now if the market is algorithmic, then every time 23 should stop at 35. Okay, and this is the edge that you have in the market. Similarly, if I ask you, where does 14 go? Right, so 14 can go to 44, 14 can go to 23. Now here it says that like I'm pointing at a backward path, but think from a clock perspective. Okay, after 14th minute you are going to get 23 first, right? You're not going to get 44 first, neither you're going to get 50 or 56, neither you're going to get 00, right? So 14 will always go to 23. So is this not an edge? Like if you have these two paths, 23 will always go to 35, 14 will always go to 23rd, 23, and it's not like you have to trade it. If the market goes there and stops, creates a high or a low, then you can trade it, right? So if I ask you where will 7 go, right? Think from a clock perspective. You are at the 7th minute. So 7th minute will not go to 65 immediately. 7th minute will not go to 44th minute, right? 7 will go to 23 first, because that is what you get from the clock. And this is how the algo is coded. So it's going to stop there. Now if I ask you where will 35 go? Okay, now this is very interesting. Now 35 is available in both the algos. Will 35 go to 23 first? No, because it's backward. Will 35 go to 00? No. Okay. 35 will first go to 50 or 56 because the clock is moving forward 36, 37, 38, 39, and it will hit first 50 or 56. And this is the basis of ICT's trade and Frank's trade that I broke down, right? So anytime you see a 35, it will go to minimum distance of these two times. So that you have a 15-minute window there that you can trade. Okay. So every path should be treated like this. So where will 65 go? Now 65 is obviously we can have even 59, 65 here. So from a clock perspective, we are very close to the end of the hour. So which means it will go to 7 in the next hour. That is the first point you will have for 59. So this also becomes a very easy trade for you, right? 65 will not go to 23 first. It will always go to 7 and then 23. If we do not have a reaction here, then 23. Okay. So where will 00 go? 00 will always go to 14 first because that's what it gets first. Where will 44 go? So now it's easy. 44 will go, it won't go to 14 first, it will go to 7. Now, as a newcomer, first practice this with only minute scale. And it looks like that, okay, I'm cherry picking the trades, but that's how you want to trade it. You want to cherry pick only trades that match with the algo path. You don't worry about every swing. Okay, that's not your objective. Your objective is to make money. Now, if the market is truly algorithmic, so all we want to know is, okay, where the market is coming from. So it's coming from this high. Okay. So I have 58 here, 58, 59. Okay. Now, as I told you, 59 should go to 7. So you have 7 here. Okay. And you enter this trade and you get stopped out. Now, which is okay. Now, losses are part of the game. But what did you see here? Did the market stop at the algorithmic pivot? Yes. So 59 was the high. So it is supposed to stop at 7. So it stopped here at 10.06, 10.07. And you wanted to buy in, you get stopped out. Now, once you master this minute algo path, then comes, okay, so if the market is really algorithmic, it should have stopped here. Okay, why did it go below this? Then comes your subtraction part, right? So I told you about minute minus hours. So you can do it for every hour, every GB time, right? So in this hour at 10 o'clock, how can you arrive at 7 again? So that will be through 1017, because 17 minus 10 is 7. And that's where market goes and stops, right? 1016, 1017. So it's not wrong, right? It did extend here, but you will take a loss here, right? If you wanted to enter here, you will take a loss. Now, what could you learn from this is when it creates equal low like this, it's going to always sweep it. Okay, that's what even ICT says. Like your equal lows and equal highs are the liquidity, like here. So that could prevent you from entering here, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's algorithmic. It stopped right here. Now, yeah, it took the liquidity again and hit your stop loss. Okay, but here in this case, it was not a break below this. Okay, just a turtle soup it does. But does it follow the algorithmic principles? Yes, 59 to 7. Okay. So these are the trades that you want to cherry pick and you want to trade. Now you are trading till the highs. So here maybe you entered here somewhere and lost like 12 points. Here you entered and gained 40 points. Okay. So that 12 points doesn't affect your psychology because you're anticipating where the market is likely to make a pivot. So when the 59 made a high here, even when the price is coming down, you can say, okay, I will either trade 1007 or I will trade 100, 1017. So you already know the times, right? So you're one step ahead of the market. Even before the time is printed, you know where the pivot is going to be. I believe that's a very good edge to have in the market. Okay. Now you do the same thing. So here we had liquidity sweep. So here I have 56. Now 56 is here. So 56 should go to 14. Okay. Now, as soon as I know we are in the ninth hour, so either 914 should give me a stop or 923 should give me a stop, because this is minute, this is subtraction. Okay. Now, what the market did is, now you know the GB time. Sometimes it uses GB, sometimes it is CE time. Now it's up to you how you want to trade. Now there is also 11. In this case, it used 11. Okay. But I'll tell you how to trade this. So 911 is also an option. 920 is also an option because when you subtract, this becomes 11. Okay. And the low is 920 here. Okay. So the path is met. So you are confirmed that this is algorithmic, right? 56 to 11. Now, how do I trade this? Because you are looking for 14, right? So you can't get in here. But look at what the 23 candle does, right? 23, 24 candle does. Okay. It creates a bullish order block. Here it creates a gap. Now, CE time creating a gap is telling you it's bullish. So even though you're not able to get in here, watch what the CE time does. It creates a bullish gap. So buy here and target this high. Now there will be complaints in the comment saying that, okay, we have to remember four numbers. Our market is not at all easy. Okay. And we have something that Hopi Plaka provided us that is very close to Enigma that you've been chasing, right? So some effort should come from our end as well. Okay, some of us will get in here because we can take the risk. Some of us will wait for the CE time and follow the exact rules. End result is that you're winning the trade. That is what matters, right? If it was random, it would have stopped somewhere. right? But it is not random. It is going to stop at the coded algo path. Okay, so it feels like, okay, I cherry picked this and this. So that's what you want to trade, right? You don't want to trade these consolidation small moves. You want to trade when the market moves away from the range and you're able to predict the exact lows and highs using the algo path. Okay. And this was all, yesterday was a bank holiday, but you could see the algorithmic signatures here. So here the last liquidity sweep is this. So you have 29. So you know 29 should go to 50 or 56. High is 56. So it stops here. Sell. Okay. And hold it till what time? So if it follows the path, so you should hold till 14. So here 16, 14 is where you should hold. Now how do you know it's continuation, right? So it should have gone up from here, but that 14 is a CE time and it creates a bearish gap here, right? So that's why it stops there and goes further down. Okay, if we had inverted this gap, then you could have bought in, but it gives you, say you enter somewhere here, gives you around 40 points without much stress, and you're able to trade it. Now here we had 44, so you know 44 should go to 7. So in this hour you have to write down. Okay, next we are moving into 17th hour, so it'll either go to 1707 or it'll go to 1710, which also gives you 7. Okay, or it could go to 1724. These are the 3 times that you have. So it goes and stops at 1711 or 1710, which is also part of this swing high. Okay, now it's too fast for you to take, because you see this is a very good displacement and not many people will get in right here. Okay, so I was bullish here because I know that at least it will go till 7 or these times, so I can hold my trade, and then I shorted this. So these big swings are what you want to capture, and then you know it's truly algorithmic. And you're challenging the market, right? Once you identify a high or a low, you know it's not going to reverse on you until it hits the time it is supposed to hit. Then only it will reverse. So here we have 605, 606. So it's 00. Sorry, it could be 7, because that is just minus or plus 1 of, or minus 1 of 7 time, right? And you know 7 should go to 23. That's what we have written. So we want to check where is 23. So 23 is in the highs, like it's also resistance. So you ignore this trade because there's no sweep of liquidity here. So it's not in support for you to buy. So ignore it. Don't have to take every trade. Okay, so here you have like 2 references. You have this, you have this. So here 722, if I take it 23, I can also use this 730 as 23 by subtraction. Now you know 23 should go to 35. Okay, that's algorithmically coded. So at this hour you have 2 options of 35. One is 735 and one is 742. So here 742 stops. what more do you need, right? Now this is what I teach in the mentorship as well. There are some other tricks like looking at entire algo path, that is for exclusively for community only. I will not make videos on YouTube. I'll also make very limited number of YouTube videos, so it's not going to be my entire job. My idea is to show you that gold back time source is me, and if you want to learn and if you want to make money, then you are welcome to join the community. Okay, but I have to show you that this works. It cannot be like just trust me bro and come and join. No, right? It works. Some of you cannot afford, so you can use this knowledge, make that $350 and come back to the community, right? So that is the whole point of educating on YouTube. If I don't want to earn through ad revenues or any other stuff, like I don't want to make clickbait videos, or I keep saying the same thing over and over and make hundreds of videos. That's not the intention here. Okay, so you've all been who are ICT students, you all know market is algorithmic, but the missing piece was time. Hopi Plaka gave us, and I pieced it some of it together, and I offer a service for a fee, right? And if you truly like it and want to learn from me or want to be a part of community, maybe you already know how to trade this, but you want to be among the people who trades exactly like this, so you're welcome. Okay, so those who cannot join at the moment, or those who ping me and say give me discount and all that, I would say, so this is what it is. So it's not like I'm only giving you certain things, right? No, to make money, this is all you need. This is all I do every day in the market. Okay, I know market is not random, so even if I lose one or two trades, it doesn't matter for me, because I know eventually I'll get a trade which is algorithmically coded. I can use some of these tricks to make money. Okay, so once you know that it is all programmed, so it becomes so easy for you to forget about the small losses that you have. Okay, so thank you for all the support. So I want to see people implement this, make money, and if they're interested to be a part of the community, come join us. If not, I wish you all a good luck, and be consistent in using the same framework, right? Just because one day I have not seen it not being it not working on any single day, it will work, but there will be some trades where you'll be confused, and for that reason, don't give up. Just keep practicing this. Okay, two paths at a time using either minute or subtraction. Okay, so I showed you enough examples and the same trades that I took yesterday. Okay, and that's why I showed you this. And out of this, if I took all this trade and say I'm hiding my losses, say for some reason, which is also okay, because you get so much of opportunities that those losses mean nothing, right? Okay, so that's all I wanted to communicate today. Hope you enjoy. Please do subscribe and like so that others also get a chance to see it. Take care. Bye bye.